for being greedy with that Go Wild. Oh man. Oh, I'm back. I'm not sure what's happening today. I may have to check with my Wi-Fi keeps dropping for some reason. Anyway. Ooh. Back to the game. Okay, so I attacked with all of these humans and this Great Horned Lizard as a group because I want to make my opponent not block a Sea Hydra. And they didn't block a Sea Hydra, and I was able to get it for 5 damage with the breakthrough. Fortunately, they had Wolf Skull, so they just ate 2 of my humans, and that's fine. Now, I am trying to figure out how I want to block this. I kind of just want to block with White Knight because I want my opponent to attack me with everything. Because if they attack me with everything, then I can attack them with everything. And that's just really good in this situation. Like this 5 damage, and the difference between the 5 and the 2 is actually pretty minimal. The only reason that I don't want to do that is because the Citadel Scholar can get in, but I mean, let's do it. I don't think the Citadel Scholar will hit for that much. It'll only be 5 at most. I really need to play this Go Wild. I should probably just do that right away in case I get a card. I should have done that immediately. All right. So what do I want to go wild? What am I playing around? I guess I'm playing around Flashfire maybe, or a deal 7. We'll play around Fires of Rebellion, and we'll use it on this or Hurricane. I'm just going to keep Thrasher Demon in the discard pile in case I get a couple of cards. In case I get keeping Thrasher Demon in the discard pile in case I get No Escape, Army of the Apocalypse, or Unquenchable Thirst. Alright, I'll take 2 here. I usually prefer 0-cost champions for No Escape because you can I just find that 0-cost champions are usually you find a way to use them. Yep, no blocks. Hit me. All right, now for 5. Yep, I'm gonna take that 5. Hit me, baby. All right. Ooh, Lord of the Arena. That is big. On the one hand, I kind of want to haste retreat it, but I also want to hold on to this. So I might just Wolf's Companion? I mean, what are the chances they have something that gets rid of my Wolf token? Not that high. I guess I still have haste retreat in the event that fails. So yeah, let's do it. I'll use this on there, and then I will recall it to make a Wolf token. My opponent is attacking me, and I'm going to block with this Wolf token. That was a 1 cost, 13 health right there. Gain 13 for 0. And reveal it. Oh man, a little silly, but I'll get the job done. Alright, so we're going to attack with the, well, I think I'm going to play around Ceasefire and just attack for 9. So this way if they play Ceasefire, then they die. So if they have Ceasefire, then they have to not only Ceasefire, but also somehow stop this or gain health or wither it. Apparently, Zealous Necromancer. Alright. That is A-okay. I like to say A-okay. Hope that's A-okay. Alright, White Knight's going to take down that Necromancer. Looks like they're not in a good spot right now. You could have also attacked with the Breakthrough Champion and just held up Wolf's Companion. That probably would have also been a good play. Probably a better play. I'm just going to let this through since I am not going to buff it. They know that I have Wolf's Companion, so it's possible they have something like a Haste Retreat. Alright. That was the game. Alright. I'm surprised at this disconnection issue. Alright, well, gonna try playing another quick match. It's back to H20 Tour. I hope I'm saying that right. H20 Tour. Ooh, is this constructed? It is constructed. Alright. Enemy turn. So they are going first. So I think I want to hold on to a draw two. Hold on to Helion and Thought Plucker. I think Ice Strike is going to be not very useful in the first few turns, so I'm just going to mulligan that. Maybe try and find an answer of some kind, like Vanishing or something. Alright, they're just going to pass. And whenever your opponent passes, you almost always just want to immediately start your turn. So I'm going to do that. Now I could play the Steel Golem or this Juggernaut. Now in general, I'm going to play Steel Golem on an empty board because Juggernaut is so frequently going to get in. So I'm just going to play the Steel Golem and reveal probably Juggernaut and Thought Plucker because these two cards my opponent can play around more. It's possible I should reveal Amnesia just because it's my only draw two and I'm probably going to play it to draw two, but if my opponent has a juicy Amnesia target like a Plentiful Dead or something, I want to be able to Amnesia it. They're going to wave. Alright, not too bad. It's kind of like they spent their gold, we both spent our gold, and I got a wolf token. I mean, and they got a card in their discard pile. Alright, they're going to play Muse. I am not going to recycle here, but I don't want them to draw cards off of the Muse. Now I have two wolves. Better look out. My army has doubled in size. Two wolves. Opponent passing again? Interesting. That's alright, we have another really good play, and we can pester our opponent with these wolf tokens. I need to grab a glass of water. What are the chances they have a second wave of transformation? Not very high, right? Yeah, I would say not very high. Alright, what did we show last time? Alright, last time we showed Juggernaut, Thought Plucker. So I'm going to show those two again. Can you take a second Steel Golem? Oh man. Are we going to get there? Alright, they're going to Thought Plucker. Hey, I mean, if that's what it takes, that is fine with me. I mean, I think I'll just hold on to the off-turn plays and discard the Juggernaut. I kind of want to hold on to only one of these. They're both really good in this situation. They're both very good in this situation. If opponent plans to chump with that Thought Plucker, then Thought Plucker, well, then this Helion isn't going to be very good. But I also like having something if the opponent decides to board clear next turn. Well, Thought Plucker's pretty good for that. I just don't want to discard all of my on-turn plays. Alright, we'll get rid of Helion. I'm a little sad. Since Helion has been quite good for us. But that's fine. We're going to let this Thought Plucker block this Steel Golem here. And then probably we're going to pass and they are going to break all champions. They might, if they final task this Thought Plucker, then I will have regretted not amnesiaing them, but I'm not going to play the Amnesia in that event. Alright, they're going to Amnesia us. They're probably looking for some kind of board clear. They're keeping their Thought Plucker in their discard pile, which means I'm guessing that they're playing Final Task in their deck. I'm not going to react to that. Take the 2 damage. They need to react to this Steel Golem. They might have Time Walker. Knight of Shadows, okay. Sure. Do I really need that Juggernaut? Well, I'm just going to discard the Amnesia. Thought Plucker is going to be really nice here. Okay, so thinking about something else for 0. Maybe they, oh, they're thinking about Shadow Imp attack. Alright. They just attacked with Shadow Imp. Alright. Let me see if I have anything that would matter. I don't think I do, but we'll play this first anyway. Just to give our opponent pause. And then we'll take the 2. Right, they're playing Grave Demon, so they are playing an evil Sage deck with Fireball. Interesting choice. I wonder if that's there because they want to burn us out. Like it's part of their kill the opponent when they're getting really low on health. Maybe that's what the Shadow Imp is for. Either way, I'm for it. Alright, so the Juggernaut is going to be sweet. We are going to be greedy and attack for 4. Man, I do kind of want to just attack. Well, we're attack for 4. I'm going to be greedy. I'm just assuming my opponent's going to board wipe here. Well, I don't know what they're doing. Don't know. They played that. Alright, fine. I'll just let this get chumped by that. It's pretty good value, I'd say. And then pass to them afterwards. I mean, we could put on a lot of pressure by just playing something else. The only thing is, I kind of like the fact that this is just so threatening, they need to deal with it, so I don't want to add anything to the board. I don't really want to play Vanishing to draw 2 cards. We've also already seen that Wave Transformation is in their deck. The only reason that I think this play might be bad is they might actually legitimately not have any cards in their hand they can play right now. But I'm just going to assume they do. Alright, the Shadow Imps are getting in for a lot of damage. I wonder if they know they can block with Shadow Imp and then play a Sage card to return it to hand after block so that the Shadow Imp doesn't take any damage. Alright, so I'm going to play Surprise Attack. Alright, and then pass. That is not looking good for them. Well, I'm going to refill my hand. And then we are going to attack with some wolves first. Now, we might get blown out by Ice Drake here, but I don't think they have Ice Drake, just because they surprise attacked last turn. That's 13. Alright, so we have it. So I'll deal 2 to them with this, then play Helion, prepare the Force Mage, reveal 2 cards to give Helion a Blitz, deal 2 damage with Force Mage, and then deal 2 damage with Helion. Pew pew pew. Do do do. Alright. So I'm gonna grab a drink, but I'll be entering another quick match here. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink first, just in case it's a dark draft. All right. Back to the action. All right. Quick match. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't know why this just keeps disconnecting. Is it though? Just take the Urgent Messengers, I guess. I mean, Spectraps also quite good. I'm really a fan of Urgent Messengers, though. I'll take Urgent Messengers. Spike Trap is close though. Nexus Curse. Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus is pretty nice. Silver Dragon's underrated. It's also pretty good. Oh, oops. Did I miss one? Nope, I didn't. This front digging here. Oh, alright, good. Sometimes it just looks like I'm not sure if I disconnect or something, but for me, for some reason the stream just appears to have frozen on my side. Alright, I'm gonna take, I have a lot of zeros in this deck. Not a bad thing. I like Priestess Evangeline a lot. I like forcing the opponent to react. Can we go evil here? I'm gonna say yes. Ooh, alright, we got it fast enough. That was a close one. Alright, I'm gonna say yes. It's a little early to take Medusa, but I decided to go for it. Alright, Succubus or Plentiful Dead or Fire's Rebellion are all reasonable options. I think I want to go into evil here. I'm just gonna take the Plentiful Dead. I mean, it's a bit weak to good, but I think it'll be alright. Alright, and I'm going to take, well, Sonic Assault's okay. I just don't have any Sage cards, so I'll just take a draw 2. Ooh, tough call. Brave Squire or Muse? I mean, Brave Squire is more likely to punish me, but I'm going to take the Muse, I think. Those are both good options. This deck might actually be able to play Time Walker. I mean, it's a little silly. It's like pretty greedy. I think the Lurking Giant is probably the better pick. For sure. Yeah, the Lurking Giant is definitely better for this deck. But I think I can pull it off. We'll play towards it. I have a lot of zeros in this deck. That means that any zero cost with an enter the battlefield, any zero cost champion with a tribute is going to be a lot better. We want Faithful Pegasus or Guilt Demon. We're going to take Guilt Demon. We're going to make this work. All right, Erratic Research is just what we wanted. Perfect. I'm going to reset. Could work, but I think I am going to take Plague here. I want a board wipe. I haven't taken anything that breaks or banishes all champions. And it's very nice to have a way to banish the opponent's discard pile. I mean, I have, now that I have Erratic Research and Guilt Demon, I don't really need any more, unless they're very efficient. Like Corpse Mongers, okay. Only thing is, Alara is less likely to work on my opponent's deck, so I might take the Corpse Monger anyway. I'm going to have a lot of zeros in this deck. I'm going to pass the Alara because I think the Alara is a little bit better for my deck, but it's pretty close. So by passing the Alara, I think the opponent is unlikely to be able to play Alara well. I mean, I don't actually have a good read on what they're playing. I think they're playing some kind of wild deck, because I think I've seen what Brachiosaurus. I'll take a peek in a second. Let's just take Flashfire here. I really like Flashfire for its ability to take down small groups of small champions and Hasty Retreat. Just don't have enough to go with those other two. I can't loyalty to the brand very reliably. I mean, I can't at all. I have only these 2 yellow cards, and I don't have enough green. I don't have any green 1-cost cards for the other one. So it was actually an easy pick. I just thought about it for a while for some reason. I'm going to take Arcane Research. This deck has a ridiculous number of zeros in it. I would normally have more 1-cost cards, but it just so happens that I think the best card for my deck each pack is 0-cost card. Alright, gonna take the Zealous Necromancer and probably Drinker of Blood's pretty. I mean, I guess I'll take Drinker of Blood. Gin of the Sands is probably better for this deck, but because I have Flash Fire and Zealous Necromancer and some ways to make tokens, it's not unreasonable that I can get a really big Drinker of Blood at some point. Alright, so from here, yeah, once again, I want this Force Mage Apprentice. I want removal for small things. This deck is starting to look like a play zero cost thing that just pesters my opponent, and then hope that hope that I don't need to draw to that much. All right, I don't want Thunderous, so I have to take Zeros here. I guess I'll take Consume and Spawning Demon. I'm not. It's not looking like I'm going to have many good plays to make on my turn or on my opponent's turn. So if my opponent calls my bluff a lot, then I'll be in bad shape. Memory Spirit's actually pretty good in my deck. I don't really want to pass Raging T-Rex and Scarlos, but I can't really take them in this deck either. Gold Dragon would actually be reasonable because it synergizes with forcing my opponent to spend their gold first. Alright, looks like my opponent's not in green because they passed Pyrosaur and Hunting Raptors. So, I mean, they could be in green, but it's unlikely. I don't know what they would have had to take over those. I can't play those, so I'm taking turn. They're both loyalty 2 green cards. Right here, I think I'm taking Lightning Storm, as it is very good against me. And it's a reasonable card in my deck. And also, I can recall it when I don't have anything else to spend my gold on, which may happen pretty often in this deck. Do I want to take a Rain of Fire? I'm getting a nice collection of evil and sage cards. I can probably achieve both my loyalties. I think once again I want both of these. I don't think Rain of Fire is really going to do that much for me. I do have some decent combinations with various ping cards, but yeah, we're going to have a lot of recycles. We're going to be recycling a lot. I'm not sure what's happening with this. I don't know why, for some reason I just keep losing the stream. Alright, let's see. This deck may have the most zeros I've ever drafted in a dark draft ever. I have what, 1, 2, let's just look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 30. So I mean, I guess it's probably not. I probably have drafted more zeros before, but 13 1-cost cards and 17 0-cost cards. So I'm going first. This Winter Fairy is going to be very good. Don't want Memory Spirit because I need to play an event to make use out of it, so I'm just going to toss both of these and probably also Rescue Griffin because I need an off-turn play of some kind. Yep. Need an off-turn play. Alright. It's looking pretty good. I'll play the Winter Fairy here. Winter Fairy is a great opening play. It draws you a card, and if the opponent removes it by breaking it or dealing 3 damage to it, it draws you a card. So it's very frequently going to draw you 2, and your opponent spends a card on it. And then if it deals damage to them, it draws you a card. So they also just can't just keep taking 4 damage. Or it can block an attack and then draw you a card. It's just value. Alright, so I played Winter Fairy and passed. Surreal here, man, it's going to play Wave Transformation. It's alright. That's a great trade for me. So I spent my gold drawing a card, and they spent their gold giving me a wolf token. That turned out quite well for me. I'm really glad I mulliganed those cards because now I have a draw 2, and I have a removal card on my opponent's turn. And Necrovirus into Drinker of Blood could be pretty good, since the Necrovirus into Drinker of Blood will give me 4 zombies and my opponent 1. Alright. I might do something. Let's see. So right now I'm taking 6 or 9 if I don't block. So I think I'm going to actually make this play, which is play Muse, go to blocks, then Force Field to give them -5 attack and draw a card. So I kill this zombie and draw a card. And then I don't take any damage from the other ones. A little bit of a weird play, but this saves me at least 6. This is basically like a gain 6 health and kill that zombie and save my wolf, or gain 9 health and draw a card. I mean, either way I draw a card, but this is a lot better than drawing 2 here. They're not going to get in with these, but that's fine. They have Little Devil. That is fine. I'll take the 4. If I draw another Sage card, then this Time Walker could be pretty nice. I guess we'll see. Alright, not draw another Sage card. Do I want to attack for 2? I don't think I actually saw Watchful Gargoyle, so I think attacking for 2 with Muse would be a mistake. I did pass Spike Trap on pack 1, so it's likely they have Spike Trap in hand. Or not in hand, but in their deck. So I think it would be a mistake here to attack with Muse, given both of those cards are strong possibilities. So after attacking with this, I'll probably just play Drinker. Oh, interesting. Probably just play Plentiful Dead and then Drinker of Blood. Not the craziest play, but they might not have a good answer to this. And it's very annoying if left unchecked. I mean, if they Pyromancer it on their turn, I'll be a little sad, because they do probably have Pyromancer in their deck as well. Alright, so let's see, on my opponent's turn, what am I doing? Hopefully Plentiful Dead Necrovirus, or just Plentiful Dead Plague to draw 2. Alright, they're going to make a bunch of wolves. That's a little sketchy. The thing that's a little worrisome about all of these wolves for them is that if I have Flash Fire or something, each one of these wolves is going to deal 2 damage to them and give me 2 health. So I'm not going to attack for 2 here. I'm just only not doing 2 damage, but they need to get rid of this Muse, or I'll keep drawing cards. So in this case, I think given that I have passed my opponent a Spike Trap, and I haven't seen Watchful Gargoyle, I think both those cards are really efficient answers to this that I don't have an answer for in my hand, so I don't want to play into it. Now, play Angelic Protectors. This is another card that if I had attacked, they could play that in block, and I would not have anything to do about it. Okay, Brave Squire. Interesting. Normally I like to save Brave Squire for after my opponent has declared blocks, so I'll attack and then they'll declare a block, or after my opponent has decided not to block. If I want to get 5 extra damage, I'll play Brave Squire. Brave Squire gives a champion, let's see if I can view it here. Brave Squire gives a champion +5 offense. Man. Alright, I don't know what's happening there. Alright. Taking a little second to resolve, I guess. They decided to put it on this wolf token. Okay. Well, I'm not going to block that. I'm just going to take 4. What could I draw off of? I'm kind of considering just playing this Arcane Research for 2 cards. Oh, they gave the Little Devil Unbreakable. So when you play Angelic Protector, you give 1 champion Unbreakable targetable this turn. Yeah, I mean, I'll just save the 7 damage, I think, by blocking with my zombie. Plus, letting things die right now is pretty nice for me, because my opponent will lose 2 health and I'll gain 2 health. So now, because they decided to give one of these other champions Unbreakable and Untargetable, I can play Necrovirus to break their Angelic Protector, and then I'll get a zombie token, and I can use a zombie to block their attacking wolf. Gotcha. I'll do that first. So Plentiful Dead, it gives you a zombie, and then you can play another evil card to put it back in your hand, but you lose a health. So I'm going to break that Angelic Protector. So now my opponent doesn't have any airborne blockers, since I have a Drinker of Blood and a Muse. And I think this game is actually really highlighting the power of Drinker of Blood when it gets out of hand. If your opponent can't deal with it, then it just keeps draining them for 2. I mean, there's also a ridiculous amount of things in play right now. And one of the other nice things about this situation is this Plague here breaks all champions. So if I break all right now, I do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Am I getting that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I actually win. 9 times 2 is 18. So I just need to play one more thing in this game. Yeah, alright. Yep. I don't know if I miscounted, but I don't think I did. That's Drinker of Blood. Now we get to watch all the triggers. Yep. Very tasty zombies. Alright, I didn't actually expect Drinker of Blood to be very powerful in this deck, but it turned out being quite good. Because the opponent just did not have a way to answer it. So I'm going to be ending the stream there. I'm going to be giving some gems to let's see, Surreal, each 20 Tor, PNX, Marty Moose, Veer, and Night Hydra. Thanks for playing, and I'll see you all on Friday.